Let's do a little Pilates wake and shake. Now I'm quite warm, so let's start off with some gentle waist exercises. You know that little bit of overhang at the top of your trousers? Let's work on that. And I'm going to start very easy. Bend both knees so the knee lines up with the heel. Lift the back leg and just take your heel behind your bottom. Put your supporting hand on the floor to give you a bit of help, and the other hand can go out to the side, or you can rest it on your hip, you decide. So what you're doing here is opening up the front of the thigh, which is great for a stretch after a run, but you're also working your waist right here, that little squidgy bit that sits over the top. I like to call it my COVID chocolate. So do another 10 of those, hand on hip or hand out to the side. Beginning to feel it? Good. Don't just watch, join in. And then take it up a level. Take it up to the level 2. Lift both hands. I'm being eaten by my plant. So let's have 10, maybe 20 of these. Let's try with the first 10. Good. So I'm really using my waist muscles, that little bit at the top of the bum, the glute medius, and a little bit in the glute max as well. So give me another 10. Good, great waist exercise, fantastic to keep us strong. Can you do this? Can you get both hands off the floor? Brilliant, well done. Good. So pause there, leave that knee on the floor, take the hand out and bring the other arm up, over and stretch right down the side of your body. To make this even harder, hold your wrist and make that stretch a little bigger. So that opens that side of the waist. Now let's do it the other side. Lift the arm, drop the shoulder, over you go. And to exacerbate the stretch, to make the stretch more, push the hip out. Yes. And once again, hold the wrist and see if you can hold the posture. So before we leave this little section, bring your foot forward into the front of the other foot, or take the foot all the way across and then get your little bottom on the floor and just push your hips down. Wonderful stretch. If you've just been for a run, then this is a wonderful stretch to get into the piriformis. Bring your hands up, take one hand behind you so your fingertips are between your shoulder blades, and a little tricep stretch. Then to make it very exciting, tip forward. Brilliant. Feel that in the side of your bum, your piriformis. Oh, the quad stretch as well. And your tricep stretch. So hold, bring your hands to the floor and move even further forward. Great. So we brought in stretching after we've done some tummy work. So let's do it on the other side. So start off the knee lining up with the heel. That's a good starting position. Put your hand on the side for a bit of support, the other hand up to the side or on your hip, and take your heel behind your bottom. Okay? Good. So what you'll begin to feel is the glute medius, which is the big part of your bum, glute max, we all know that. But the top half of it, the glute medius, and this little resistant part, shall we call it, that sits just above your waistband, that's what you're working as well. Good. So the more you hook your heel behind your bum, the more effective this is going to be. Keep going. You did an awful lot on the other side, so I want you to keep going. Give me 2 more sets. And the further round you go, the more effective it is. Who's looking to make this slightly harder by taking both hands off of the floor? Go on, give it a go. See what happens. Do you fall over? Or have you got the core strength to hold yourself upright? Because that's what it is. It's deep abdominal strength that keeps you in this position. Give me another 10. Further round. 9. Good. 8. Fabulous. 7. Stay with it. 6. Ouch. 5. 4. 3. 2. and 1. Put the heel and the knee down, take the arm up, take the arm over, so you're stretching the first side that you did, and to make it harder, find your wrist and reach over. Perfect. So what you want to be careful of is that you're not dropping the arm forward and then you're kind of twisting the lower back. If you can, keep the arm over the ear and feel the purpose, the clarity of the stretch going right down the side of your body into your waist. Marvellous. Open the arms, breathe in, and do that on the other side. So lift and over. Good. Some of you will be able to walk your hand away and even bring your elbow down to the floor. And feel that yawn and that stretch. And possibly hold the wrist. Wow. So not only are you stretching, but you're also challenging your deep abdominal. So before you leave this, release the arms and take the foot forward so that it comes in line with the other foot. Or if you're super flexible, bring the foot right the way to the other side of the knee and bring your bottom down onto the floor. How does that feel? Tighter on this side? Interesting. So get both bum cheeks on the floor and then lift this arm, take the fingers behind your shoulder blades, hold the elbow, breathe in, and as you exhale, tip forward. And then breathe in. Feel like this is the wind or feel like it's water flowing. Your breath in, it's that lovely crystal blue water, and that breath out, the releasing breath, getting rid. Good, one more time. You're going to stay here this time. Stay in the stretch, find your tight spots. That's what Pilates is all about, finding the bits that hurt so that we can release them. Fabulous. Release the arms, release the legs, turn side on, put your hands underneath your knees and tuck your tailbone under. Big breath in, climb up. Now if you've got a Pilates band, you could use it now. Pilates band's really good for giving you support. If you haven't got a Pilates band, we've known in lockdown to find alternatives, and they could be something like some sort of belt, dressing gown belt's a really good one. And that will give you the support that you need, because what you're doing now is twofold. You are opening the lower back all the way down the spine, so creating that C shape. And you're supporting your back with what? Your tummy muscles. Pull your tummy muscle in. Start to make it a little harder. Lift one leg and lower, and then lift and lower. Does that feel okay? Is your back comfortable with that? Would you consider doing it with both legs? This is the boat pose, holding for a few seconds, knees in line with hips and lowering. You can do this. It's not as difficult as it looks. Hold for a few seconds. Yep, give me a couple more of those. We will make it harder, but I want you to get your confidence. I want you to get your strength. So this is just the first kind of levels. And then we start to extend our legs. Marvellous. Bend your knees and come down gracefully and slowly. Let's do it again. Roll back, lift the knees, straighten the legs, point the toes, finish it off, make it look beautiful. Bend your knees, feet to floor, lift your chest. So if your lower back is starting to complain, if your lower back is feeling a little sore, vulnerable, what does that tell you? Well, it tells me a number of things. It tells me that A, you've got a weakness there, so it definitely needs support. Also tells me that your abdominals aren't quite strong enough for this level. So going back a level, using your band, supporting your stretch and your work is your option. Now, Take the hands towards the feet. Open the arms. Wow! Lift the arms. And then come down. A little bit of play. Do another 4 of those. Straighten the legs. Open the arms. How far wide can you go? Lift the arms in line with ears. Feel the 6-pack get involved with that? Yeah. What's the word you're looking for? Yummy. Hold. Open the arms. Fantastic. Lift the arms. Superb. And 2 more before we make it a little more interesting. Hold for a few seconds. Pull your tummy muscles in. Lift the arms in line with the ears and relax. One more time. Come on, with me. One more time. Straight legs. High chest. Arms off. Arms out. Arms center. Arms up. And rest. Now take the time to stretch your back. Hands behind you. Tuck your tailbone the other way now. Push the pubic bone forward, stretch the lower back. Do as much as you need to do. Lift the back hand, bring it to the front knee and look over that shoulder to feel that rotational stretch in your back. And I'm going to take my foot over my back leg and hold that stretch for a few seconds. Marvellous. Let's do that on the other side. Straighten the legs, bend the back knee. Take the foot to the front, take the arm behind you, look over your back shoulder. Fabulous. If you feel good, lift the back hand, use the hand on the front knee to keep turning round. Interested in the next level? The next level has some weights. So, start again. Start from level 1. Do you remember what level 1 was? Hands behind your knees. Lift and lower. Tuck the tailbone under. Lift and lower. Good. So now we've got a little bit of arm work and we've got abdominal and back strengthening work. So to make this harder, start to lift one leg. Then the other leg. So now you're recruiting your deep abdominals to hold you still, to make this work. Yes. What was the next level? Do you remember? Both legs. Hold it, lift your chest, use your arms, bring the foot down. I want 4 more of those. Do it with me. Lift, pause, good, foot down, lift the chest. Come on, keep the arms up. Keep the arms, hands in line with shoulders. Don't let them drop. Come on, you owe it to yourself. Beautiful, strong arms. Why? A, it looks good, but B, it's osteoporosis. Weight-bearing exercise, so important to keep the bone density in place. Now with that speech, let's lift the arms as you lift the legs. What do you reckon? Both legs, straighten, open first, line up, arms in line with ears. Line up and slowly lower. Keep the arms up. Come on, 4 more. Extend the legs, looking good. Open the arms, look awesome. Extend the arms, lift them in line with your ears and bring the feet down. I want 3 more with me. Roll, lift, extend the legs. Point the toes as the arms open. Bring the hands in line. Exhale, lift the arms and then slowly down. One more and I'll change it. So extend the legs, hold for a few seconds, convince yourself that you're strong, you know what you're doing, and then lift the arms. Oh, that was a bit shorter. And hold. Now take the elbow back and open the arm. Bend the elbow and come forward. Do that on the other side. Elbow, open the arm, elbow, come forward. So the beauty of doing this in a seated position means that your bum your lower body has nowhere to go, and it forces your upper body to do the work. When you stand and do this, you tend to move too much. But here, it's all in the arms, it's all in the tummy, it's all in your rotation through your upper back. You'd like to do it with your feet? That's incredible. Come on then, don't let me stop you. Lift your feet. See if you can do a couple. See what you can do with your feet off the floor. I'm going to do a couple more. Open. That's it. So just notice that I bring my hand to my shoulder before I open. And that will give you a good articulation through the shoulder. One that's comfortable. Couple more, why not? Tummy work, arm work, upper body work, rotation through the spine, it's a goodie. So bring the feet down, put the hand weights down and stretch. So what do you need first? Lower back release. Good. Push your spine one way, release the other. Feel as if your spine is breathing. Feel that fresh air opening your lungs, and then feel the stale air release. One more time. Makes such a difference. Good mobility helps you to be stronger. Push your legs forward. Walk your hands down your feet and see if you can get to your toes. That would be marvellous. Then take one foot over the other and continue walking down your legs. So if you've been running, now you're trying to release your IT band, iliotibial band. That's just plain fascia. It's just this white mesh. And if we don't stretch it, it gets so tight. Talking from experience. So take that top foot and drag it above the knee, above the straight leg, above the knee, and drop the knee out. Good. Lift your chest. This is level 3, I think we're at now. Harder. Okay. Straight leg. Slide it onto the floor. Lift your perch bottom. Walk your hands in. Land your bum and hallelujah. The piriformis stretch deep into the side of your bum. I have to kind of sway gently because the intensity of the feeling is fairly strong. Hold it there, open the chest. I want to bring my chest closer to my leg to make it that little more interesting. Superb. Now, in the best possible taste, he will never go out of style in my book. Kenny Everett, take the ankle over the ankle, walk down and see if you can find your feet. Are you down there? Good. So lower back stretch, iliotibial IT band stretch. Feel that, okay? These are the first layers of muscle. These are the global muscles. And then we start to go into the deeper muscles, the stabilizers. Ankle on thigh. Compare and contrast. How does it feel on this side? Can you get your knee to drop really low? Slide the other foot in. Lift your pert bottom. Walk your pert bottom in to your heel and investigate. Investigate how that feels. Can you push your knee further out? Can you experience a little bit more from this stretch? Can you walk yourself in a little bit further? How much further will you walk in? Perfect. So now you stretch the outside of your hips. So the last thing to do is the inside. Bring the soles of your feet together. Hands behind, level 1. Hands to feet, level 2. Elbows on thighs, level 73. Nose to toes. Go. Nose to toes. Go. Well done. Fantastic. Thank you for joining me. My name is Adele. Check out my YouTube channel. Please subscribe. Love to see you there for this funky, fit exercise class. Pilates. We love it. Thank you for joining me. And